Hi everyone, really good to see you. It's going to be a July 12th special here past midnight Sunday morning. Again, past midnight. That's why I'm saying July 12th here on a Sunday, even though it's really kind of Saturday night. It's like past midnight, so it's really July 12th. We're going to go over football for the next season. For people that don't know much about me, you really don't have to know much about me because, it's not your job. You're not supposed to know much about me, okay? If you do know a lot about me, then you're probably a loyal fan who watches my streams, so I blab my mouth too much, okay? So one thing you guys should know about me is that I am a licensed OSHA referee through the state of Ohio. It's like Ohio Athletic Association, whatever. Ohio, Sports Athletic Association, whatever. For officials, right? So we do, football, basketball, always like bad pictures, baseball. We pretty much do all the sports, right? We are the refs that are licensed to do, all the way up to varsity sports, not college sports, not NFL. But again, in essence, we're pretty much the people who, we do like for me, I go up to JV football. I did about 3 games last year, or I can even do some Pee Wee games for like elementary games, middle school games, and still get some decent money, right? I enjoy what I do. It's fun. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because it's a huge topic of will football happen next year? Because for football to happen, you have to realize my referee stuff has to happen. And they're like, I probably have some inside information about what's going to be happening for at least high schools around me. Because if OSHA says, "Hey, we're not going to be doing training this year," or we're not going to be doing this, well, if there's no refs, there's no games. So I am not sure if I'm going to be attending meetings, and I'm not going to go into all this stuff because you guys really don't care. But I do have to keep my certifications every year by attending meetings. I got to update my license. And to do that, I have to attend meetings. Those meetings might not happen because of COVID, or if they do, it'll be virtual but still be half-assed. The whole point of my story is this. Football, and guys, I have talked to referees who are actually, they call them rule what's the word they use for it? Not a rules analysis, but I can't. I'm so sorry, guys. There's a word. There's a word that they use. It's kind of like for the government. They say, oh, they're congressmen. They're like high up in the government. For us OSHA officials, they're not policymakers, but they're kind of like rule interpreters. There it is. So rule interpreters. Okay. So I spoke with a rule interpreter that lives just outside of Cleveland, Ohio, in a pretty big urban city called Akron. It's where LeBron James grew up. That's the city where he grew up, Akron, Ohio. He's in Akron, and he's a rules interpreter. And every single year, he goes down to Columbus to be in a meeting where they do rules and they go over, hey, they're a committee that goes, the whole point of the story, though, is that, I talked to him on the phone and we talked about it. And literally, he said, he thinks it's less than a coin flip at this time for football to even happen. Now, keep in mind that NFL is different. But I want you guys to really keep in mind that NFL, if it happens, it's going to happen because it creates a lot of revenue. It's a business. It's money first, and then sadly, probably lives and health second. High schools, though, and colleges are really where I'm looking at right now, though, because that's all I know from my eyes. The NFL, even if the guidelines say you probably shouldn't have football, they might still have football. They don't care. The NFL is its own organization. They're probably going to make something happen because, again, monetary value, the fans want it, the media wants it, CBS, Fox, NFL Network, ESPN, players themselves, they want money, folks. It's a money league. But this is the mic drop moment. This is the mic drop moment where A, colleges, NCAA, and then B, high schools. High schools are going to be enforcing social distancing, 6 feet. My college that I'm attending to, you can literally Google it. It's in Ohio. I'm not going to name the college because if you're a true fan, you should know. And I honestly have nothing against people knowing my college. It's just, I don't know. I just don't want to give that out. If you know my college, great. If you don't, great. It really doesn't matter. You can look up any college in Ohio. They are having like Ohio rules where you don't have to enforce it, but a lot of them are 6 feet social distancing. What I mean by that is that how are they going to have it where classrooms are going to be spaced out? Lunchrooms, everyone wearing masks. In college, that was high school. In college, they literally told us in an email over the summer, social distancing 6 feet. Matt, you keep saying that. What does that mean? Why does it matter so much? This is the mic drop moment. How in the hell are they going to enforce 6 feet social distancing for the students walking around campus? The students in the classrooms learning for an education. They're going to enforce social distancing in the cafeterias. And more importantly, they're going to enforce social distancing in the residence halls, dorm rooms, dorm lounges, dorm lobbies, elevators, stairs, etc. But you're telling me that you're going to enforce all that on campus, but then have football happen? Football. A game where, I'm not really a good drawer, but, there's a fumble on the ground and you see all these heads, fumble. There's a ball right here and they're all trying to get the ball, right? Is that 6 feet? Is that fumble where everyone jumps in the pile? Is that 6 feet? So you're literally telling me that football can happen. A game where every single second there's contact. O-line, D-line at the snap. Football, the football having hand sweat. Football being spitted on. It's being, held by the referee, coaches, fans. But Matt, we can clean the balls every play, exchange the balls every play. First of all, kind of too much work. Second of all, it doesn't matter. The O-line, D-line is still engaged. The fumble, what happens? Everyone jumps in the pile. You cannot do that. It's being a hypocrite. You cannot say we're gonna enforce social distancing, but then, hey guys, you can't. You have to say, okay. Really, to be honest, guys, I can't really talk right now, but bear with me. I'm having a tough time right now. You cannot say this. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right, guys. Keep your 6 feet distancing. But who wants to go watch, the football game? Let's go. So you're saying that we have to stay 6 feet in our dorms and also around campus, but we can go watch football, people tackle each other. High schools. You're telling me that throughout the whole high school, classrooms, lunchrooms, that we have to stay 6 feet and promote social distancing, but we're going to go watch the high school football team on Friday night tackle each other? It literally makes no sense to me. It literally makes no sense. So I promise you right now, I'm being honest. I'm not being a dick. I'm not being a guy that, that tells a kid there's no Santa Claus. But I am saying this right now. Football is not going to happen. NFL might happen. Great. That's their problem. It's their life, not mine. I'm a fan. I will still support them 100%. But if someone dies from COVID, or, if Lamar Jackson gets it, or if Baker Mayfield gets it, or if Odell Beckham gets it, I mean, it's literally a lottery now who's going to get COVID if NFL happens. Oh, the Browns only won because Lamar got COVID and he was out for the year. Or if NFL players can opt out. The Broncos, only won the division because Tyreek Hill opted out. Or people are gonna make excuses, the Bucks only won because Drew Brees opted out. There's gonna be excuses for why teams won, or like the Indians or MLB. Yeah, the Braves won or the Indians won, but it was only because Justin Verlander opted out, or because what's his name for the Yankees? Just name a name, right? Aaron Judge had COVID during the playoffs, and so why half-ass it? Why have a league where it's literally gonna not like? Why have a league that's not the full league? Regroup, shut down, be back for real. It makes no sense to me. Guys, I'm just spitting facts here. If you want to believe that football is still going to happen, go out there and believe it. But I literally talked it over with, a couple referees, and, we literally agreed on the same thing. If schools are going to promote social distancing, if we're in stage 3 here in my state, Ohio, which means every single store must have masks and social distancing, how can you have football where people tackle each other? It makes no sense. It's not going to happen, guys. And, it's sad. It's sad it's not going to happen, but it is what it is. Again, NFL can happen. Great. It's their lives, not mine. If they want to get COVID and, impact their family, what happens if Lamar Jackson gets COVID? I guess his whole team has to be in quarantine. Oh, man, Ravens, they have to forfeit next week. Like, start thinking of these things, ESPN. Start thinking about actually stop saying and getting us hyped up for nothing. They don't want to drop the ball on you guys. They're hiding information that, they don't want to say it yet because they don't want to give people, they don't want to, they're just, they're just hiding the inevitable, okay? It's like hiding secret information. To me, it's common sense, but just people don't see this. So hopefully you guys actually listen to this podcast. It's actually really important. Take care. Bye-bye.